Hey, I'm Mike Duesberg, and this is the Entertain the Brain podcast. You know, one of the things that people are talking about all the time on social media now is boring cocktail parties, boring networking events, boring welcome receptions. What can we do to get people going? And I'll tell you the bad news is that people's natural state as human beings is to basically be on autopilot, right? We talked about the reptile brain in the past, the sort of stimulus response behaviors that people have. That's pretty much how we all work all the time. And one of my clients actually told me, he goes, this is a huge problem. He says, I'm taking my president's club to Hawaii. I'm setting them up in a 5-star hotel, and they're going to show up to the cocktail party 15 minutes early. They're going to get a drink at the bar. They're going to walk over to their table and sit down with the people from their home office. They're going to talk about business the whole time they drink their drink, and then we're going to ring the chimes for dinner, and they're going to stand up and go into dinner. And I said, what's wrong with that? He says, well, nothing really. I mean, that's the plan. He goes, but here's the thing. I spent like $500,000 of my company's money to fly these people from around the United States out to Hawaii. I'm putting them up in a 5-star hotel. I want to give them an awesome experience that they're talking about when they get home, because this is an incentive trip for my President's Club. I want these people having a great time and inspiring everybody when they go back and inspiring themselves to come back. Right? And if they basically feel like they went to a cocktail reception that's the same as the one we would have had in the Marriott in Omaha, I said, I'm wasting my money. I'm not getting the result that I want. I said, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to break their pattern. And he said, what do you mean? I said, well, everybody's got that pattern, right? If I say go to a cocktail party, what do? Well, the first 20 minutes means you come in, you look around and see who's wearing the same clothes as you and who you know. Right? You do that while you're walking to the bar. You get to the bar, you get a drink. You look around the room, try to see if you can find the host of the event, because you got to say thank you for having him there. You say thank you to the host on your way over to the buffet. You get something to eat, you find a table. You go to the table, you sit down. You eat the food, you drink the drink, and once you've eaten the food, drink the drink, and said hi to the host, you can leave. And if you pay attention to cocktail parties, most people do. Right? That's the pattern. All right? So we got to break that pattern. So what are we going to do? He said, you're the magician. What do you do? And I said, well, we're going to come into that reception, and after people get their drinks, I'm going to start doing magic for them. And we're going to build a crowd. And that croc brain in their head is going to go, what's all those people laughing and what's going on over there? And they're going to walk over, and I'm going to turn on, right, their emotions. I'm going to get them laughing and having fun and having a good time. So now they're actively engaged. They have to think about the magic, right? That's impossible. How does that work? Things are surprising and things that are different and unexpected are happening. So people have to be engaged in what's going on, and they're going to be responding to the people that are around them. And they can't respond with sort of croc brain responses. They have to think about things and say things, right? And now they're active and they're turned on. And then I'm going to go across the room. I'm going to do the same thing, right? And now we're breaking up the pattern. So now people are going to talk to each other about the experiences that they've had. And now they're not sitting with each other, people from the home office anymore. They're sitting with people they might not know as well. And they're talking about this common experience they've had in the magic, and they're having a good time. And we're going to do this for 3 nights in a row. So by the time we get to the 3rd night, we will have totally erased that previous pattern of go in, sit, get a drink, and sit down. Now they're going to come in and say, what's happening? Who's here? What's going on? I want to talk to some people, right? We're going to get that energy going and make it start. Now, it doesn't mean that you get to stop entertainment at your future event because we rewrote the pattern. You still got to have some entertainment. You still have to have something that gets people engaged. I said, but it's going to work for you. And I got to tell you, there's a big mistake that people make when they think they're changing the pattern. They're going to change the venue, they're going to change the music, they're going to change the food, or they're going to change the gift bag, right? Those are not things that change the pattern. Those are part of the old pattern. That's just like changing the wallpaper. You got to do something that shakes people out of their system. Someone that's going to walk up and say, hey, look, engage in this, be part of this. Get in here, participate, right? That's what breaks the pattern. And by doing that 3 or 4 nights in a row, we can start writing a new pattern for them. Sounds a little crazy, definitely not the way that most event planners think, but I'll tell you, all my clients will tell you that's what works because we did something different and unexpected. It's so important. It doesn't have to be magic, but it has to do something that engages people and breaks that pattern so they're going to participate. Now, this might be worth a conversation. If it is, my number's 561-596-3877. You can always set an appointment with me at magicmeansbusiness.com/contact. I look forward to talking to you this week, and I look forward to talking to you about next week's topic, which takes this psychology thing even deeper. You're going to love it. Talk to you then.